Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. This is Admirable. We got John on the camera and a new face here tonight. You might know him if you followed European TF2 for the last few years. He is one of the all-time greatest demo men. ESL Season 7 champion. It's Asaf Samurai. It's Red Shock. What's up, buddy? You feeling hyped?
All good. How you doing?
I'm ready, man. I'm hoping that you're going to be a natural here. We've already had Reveril representing Israel on the casting duties. Those are the big shoes that you have to fill, but we are here to cast the ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership Week 2 fixture between Team Decerto and Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, formerly Team Infused minus Ips. It's going to be on Gullywash and Badlands. Have you been following much Premiership action this season?
Not too much, just a bit. I've heard there was a big drama surrounding Ips and Infused. He had to left, and they had some roster changes. That's about it, pretty much.
Yeah, well, the weird thing is about Prem, there hasn't really been that many matches. Maybe John could tell me exactly how many were played, but it's like so many games wildcarded, and then with Infused sort of being in limbo for a few days there, it looked like perhaps this game could have been defaulted like a default win for Infused or against Infused, but whatever happened, I think maybe Decerto extended him a little courtesy, and now we're going to see it. He played here a week late, but really, whatever way you cut it, whether it's Team Infused or Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, you'd have to figure these guys are strong contenders for the title. Probably going to finish second place if we're honest, but definitely outclassing Decerto today. Have you played Decerto in practice with the Israeli team? Let me try and pronounce it here. I'm scared.
You want me to say it?
Havat.
With the Israeli.
Havat.
Yeah. Havat.
Yeah, exactly what I said. Wow, stop repeating me, man.
No, I don't. Actually, we might have played against them, against Decerto, but I know I've got to merc for them a few times. I played instead of Hildred, so they didn't have a main caller, and maybe that was a bit of a problem. I think Bull, their medic, or Boule, however you say his name, filled up for the main caller spot, and he did well. They're fine guys, good team. Might give a shot.
They mightn't have had their main caller that day, but they had the best demo man ever.
Yeah,
in
that's
you.
true.
Did you carry them to victory? Was it just straight 5-0, 5-0s, or?
Nah. I didn't play that well, to be honest. I got carried that match.
You didn't have Matt on there to hold your hand, Tarkus to tell you what to do?
No Matt, no Roy. It's difficult. I'm used to have my standards.
Well, I'd like to believe that Decerto are capable of a bit of an upset here. We've seen that Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, they're a little bit unsteady. Their last game against Cause We Can was much more convincing. They beat Brago's team 5-0, 4-1 on Badlands and Metalworks, but the game before that against The Last Resort, that was a little bit of a surprise to me at least. They actually lost Granary 5-3. Granary's not going to be a map played here today, but they did also play Gullywash that day and managed to take it 5-2. So in terms of relevant results, I suppose that's a good sign. Talking to the guys, Zebasai was trash talking a little bit earlier. He was like, yeah, watch me get 9k on Badlands if it goes to 30 minutes. And I know Sam was talking to you last night as well, Red Shock, talking a little bit of trash about these Decerto guys. I think they're very confident.
Yeah, 17. I don't know. I think they win. They think it's gonna be an easy win. About that match they had, Willy Wonka against TLR, I don't know how much of a surprise that is, because TLR's team isn't bad at all. I think it's Dona and his right, sort of similar to the old TLR.
Yeah, TLR have actually had some very recent roster changes. If you guys have seen on vanilla tf2.org on the community updates, you'll see there's been 2 roster changes. Hunter left. I asked Heis just this afternoon or this evening what's happening at TLR, and apparently he said to Hunter something along the lines of, can you increase your damage? and Hunter left the roster. And then Donut has just left as well, but that seems to be unrelated. He's got some new real life responsibilities, so that's sad to see one of their strongest players actually having to step back now. But we won't see his amazing spy plays for the rest of the season, I guess. But anybody out there listening, TLR looking for a couple of players. Ips, are you listening? I think
I can give you some gossip about that. I know that Heis asked Matnon a few days ago.
Really? Trying to snipe your players? Heis is just the ultimate snake, man. I love that guy. He has... he'd do anything to win, man. He'd sell his own grandma.
Yeah, but Matnon stayed loyal. It's nice of him.
Wow, Heis obviously didn't know who he was dealing with, you know, the Israeli mafia. But look at this, we've got 12 players on the server, but they're not all on the correct teams as of yet. But oh, and there's John, the voice that only me and Retshot can hear, telling us that apparently Hildreth has said that they're going to change servers, so no need to panic here, Retshot. The moment of your first cast will soon be upon us. Are you feeling nervous about this? This is like the first time you've ever casted anything, right?
Yeah, I don't know if nervous is the word, but I'm definitely feeling something.
Excited. I mean, I would be nervous if I was going to cast my first game in Hebrew. Like, you're sitting here casting in English. It's not necessarily your native language. I have to respect you for even making it this far, man. You're already a champion in my eyes.
Yeah, I hope I'll do good.
I think you're gonna rock it. Right now, though,
let's hope so.
We could talk a little bit about the rosters. Let's run down through the Decerto lineup. They've got Hildreth here on Demoman, and as a fellow Demoman, Retshot, maybe you can give me some opinion on Hildreth. Like, in the past, he'd sort of been just a guy who was hanging around Division 3, pretty low down, didn't seem like too much of a tryhard, but at some point he really started to step his game up, and over the last few seasons he's managed to bring this team up through the ranks, and he actually is a Premiership demo man, not just because he's in the Prem, but he is actually good now. Have you played against him?
I have played against him. Yeah, he's definitely improved a lot in the past few seasons. I haven't got to really watch him play, and I think like today is a good opportunity to do that and to watch Decerto play as a team. And I hope they'll surprise me and maybe get some points out of infused Willy Wonka, Crackland, Ips team.
Zaibatsu, Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, all the team of many names.
Yeah.
Another, I suppose, thinking back to the end of last season when they did manage to make it up from Div 1. Who did they beat? The Russian team, Last Man Standing, right? They beat them in the Prem Div 1 playoff and managed to work their way up. But at the end of that season as well, Sheepy, their Scottish scout, was voted as the upcoming talent of the season. So I guess he's someone to watch out for. But I'm not even sure, did that result go down well? Were people satisfied that he deserved to get it? I voted GF18, man. I'm still outraged. What can you tell me about Sheepy? I never see him playing pickups or anything like that too often, and he seems to be a hard man to track down.
Yeah, obviously he played a lot of pickups. At that few times I did get to play with them. I think both of their scouts, Sheepy and Furbo, they both played really well. I wouldn't go as far as saying as they carried them, but they're definitely a force in that team.
They're solid.
Yeah, they're very solid.
I remember casting some Highlander game, it might have been like SNSD against Colony or something, or Furbo was playing as Scout in Highlander. That's the first time I saw him, and this was a couple of seasons ago now. But he was really good, and we were making some sort of commentary like this guy should play sixes. Then he started off playing, I think he started with this team and sort of worked his way up the ranks. Now he's in Prem too. I mean, a real sort of success story there. Then you got Zub in there, also a big name in Highlander, Highlander Soldier, and I think he is now playing Pocket. Last season he was Roamer, but now he's Pocket, and Wolf is the new Roamer. Swedish Soldier Wolf, also very solid. I mean, if you look at this roster, you got Boule as well there. Hopefully we're pronouncing that one right. But like they're all very solid players, definitely of a Premiership level, I think, but none of them really stand out. There's nobody really exceptional. There's no like Stefan in there. There's no Mike. There's no Numlocked, whatever.
Yeah, I think they play good as a team. I didn't play with Hildreth, so I don't know. I didn't play with the main caller, but I think Bulle played he played medic. He played as the main caller, and he did really well. Like they just play really well together. They seem to have good chemistry.
Yeah, just right now I am trying to connect to STV. Maybe John can give me some sort of update as to what exactly is happening. But that's... Oh, they're still changing servers, so John killed the relay. I'm just looking at my TF2 items here, man. Got some swag hats, a couple of medals, you know. Big silver medal here. You've got one too, Red Chalk.
Yeah, definitely a gold one.
Oh, you've got a gold ESL one as well. That's a very rare item. But
definitely.
We heard the Decerto rosters there. I'm gonna let you talk about Willy Wonkas, man. You can big these players up. Go on, give me some of your Israeli knowledge.
Well, to be honest, when I first seen the roster, I didn't think I thought it would be a downgrade from the previous one. Before they had Ips and T-Mac and Brigo. But I don't know. They seem to be doing well so far. Even though they did tie with TLR, I think TLR is also a good team, and they could like easily be a contender for second place. But yeah, I don't know if that's a downgrade. Like I know I've been really mean to Zebo, like behind his back, saying that I don't think that he's that good of a scout and that he could make it. And just like watching him, he's doing not bad at all.
Yeah, he's really good. Like very aggressive and sort of something like Himsy, just going in trying to make plays, but probably a little smarter than Himsy. But at the same time, he hasn't yet really been playing any teams that you could say are challenging. No disrespect to the scouts in the Premiership, but if he plays this way against every other team in the Premiership and then comes up against Epsilon and finds himself just getting crushed, like even against Cause We Can, we saw Bevern was able to shut him down fairly frequently. Like he plays a very high risk, high reward style, but against the best team, the only team they really want to beat this season is Epsilon. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but he's a smart guy. I'm sure he's going to be watching these VODs, maybe even his own demos if he feels like it. He might be able to add a couple of different gears to his game, you know, so he's not just always holding down W.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about how much. I mean, I've seen him play now, just like half an hour ago. I've seen them play against Epsilon, Willy Wonka. That was their warm-up match, and I think Zebosai played really well. That like I'm judging a lot of what I said like just now by watching the game that they played against Epsilon, and he did well. And yeah, scouts that the scout play in Cause We Can, they're both really good, both Beaver and Walters. So I don't know if like you could disrespect them. They could easily play top frame, those scouts as well.
Walters wasn't playing that game though. He was unavailable. They had Razor's Edge from Animate.
Oh, he's horrible.
From Div 2. But it's just, I don't think it's going to have any impact on this game. I think he's going to play well, and he probably will get 9k damage on Badlands, as he said. But something to consider for the bigger plan as we move towards playoffs, you know, in a few weeks' time. But looking at the rest of the roster, you mentioned it there, the big change is obviously that Ips got cut, some sort of mutiny going on there, and then whenever things were all up in the air, Nox came in, and he's now Pocket and main caller. And just something Kadis mentioned in interviews was that he's really sort of calmed down the whole comm situation. Before it was like a big argument going on, Zebasai always undermining Ips and people not really having faith in Ips's calls then, because Zebo was always trying to contradict him or whatever. But now they have Nox, who everybody seems to respect in the team. Things are going a little more smoothly, but you could probably say that Ips is a better soldier than Nox in terms of deathmatch, damage output, whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when we just started Crackland, like over a year ago, I think it was. Like we just talked in Steam about it, and I was like, "Hey, I heard you make a team with Samzy and Ips, and how about I get Matnon in it and Fatestep?" And like we just made a team, and I was really excited to play with Matnon and Fatestep in you. But about Samzy and Ips, I didn't really know about them that much, and just like the more I got to play with them, I've seen they are both very keen, and they both improved like very, very much in that previous year. And like, yeah, I guess Ips is a better soldier than Nox. I don't know if a better in-game leader, because he does like to argue a lot. but yeah, he's a better soldier than Nox.
He can definitely be a hard player to play with, but
yeah, but he's also a very hard player to play against. Like
exactly.
He's become a very good soldier.
Exactly, and Sam has become a great scout as well. You see him getting a lot of kudos on the various discussions that came out after this whole drama went down. Seem to be a lot of people recognising Samzy's ability and happy to see him come back or stay in the roster or whatever. Even though Ips gets all the hate, I think most people would agree that he is an excellent soldier. But the real key here seems to be that the comms have calmed down and there's some sort of unity in the team, that everybody is prepared to listen to Nox and give him the credit, whether or not he is a better deathmatch or technical soldier. He's definitely had a positive influence on the team. We're going to, hopefully, I'm sure they're hoping that this is going to be an easy win for them, but me and you, Red Chalk, we want to see some action tonight. We want to see some upsets. I want to see a solid game here from Decerto. And there's John telling us that the relay is back up. We're going to join. I'm already holding 2 nuts off here, man, with a big stick. He's like, can we start yet? Can we start? No. Handsome bastard, had to beat him down. But I will let him know that we can go live now, so there'll be that little 90-second delay. Red Chalk, are you hyped?
I am, to be honest, I am. I didn't think I will be, but I am.
Who's your favourite player here? Who do you fanboy over? Is it Cadis?
Yeah, Cadis, obviously. Definitely Cadis.
Do you watch other demo men?
As well, I think. I told him that as well, like, I think a month or 2 ago. I just messaged him on Steam saying, you know, whenever I watch you play, you always look like you're so much better. Like, you look so pro when you play. And then, like, I'm watching my own demos or my own Source TV, and I look like so meh, you know? I don't look like that interesting to watch. And that's just how I feel. Like, I'm watching myself, and I'm like, yeah, that's nice. That's not bad. And I'm watching Cadis, and I'm like, oh, that's insane.
He's just really impressive in pretty much every aspect of his game. His movement is the best, bar none, in the Prem. His rollouts are crazy. If you've seen his new Metalworks rollout, he's made like the most boring map, the most interesting rollout. And just his pipes, stickies, he's got a lot, man. Can make some rash decisions at times, and that's probably something we're going to see here, and Decerto could capitalise against. I mean, I'm expecting Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory to take a few rounds here, maybe be in the lead at some point, and that's often the time where teams can just really lose their focus and start making rash plays and being a little overconfident. Looks like we're going to go live here, so I will say hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Red Chalk and John. You're here for the ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership Week 2 fixture between Team Decerto and Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. It's going to be Badlands and Gullywash, and it just seems to have hung for me. Red Chalk, are you crashed? Is the game live? Hopefully it's a pause. I'm not actually getting any connection writing up in the top right hand side of the screen. Maybe John can tell me otherwise, but it would be pretty typical of an infused game, or sorry, a Willy Wonka's game for a pause to happen. John tells us that Verbo has timed out, so you know, this is just like, what a cock tease, man. They show us just a few seconds, they let us think it's about to ready up, and then bam, pause.
Maybe they just paused in the middle of the warm-up. Enough MGE for now. Enough deathmatch.
They've all bent a knee here, they're going to say a prayer before the game. Right now though, I am just checking the medics to see if anybody's running Crits Creek. 2 Nuts got the normal medic gun, but currently there's no other medic yet. Now it's going to go live. Yes, thank you. And it is going to be Medigun versus Medigun. I'm not even going to bother introducing this again. You know what this is. Did I say Zoob or Wolf was playing? I think I got that totally mixed up. There's Poop Show, that's Sideshow. And there's Zoob. But anyway, Sideshow jumps in, does a little skip off the cliff edge there, and jumps up. He's actually distracted a few of the Willy Wonka's players, but meanwhile, Scout and Demo Man going down there. That's Furbo and Hildreth. Oh wow, my HUD's broken actually. Calm down. Sheepy and Hildreth, the only two remain alive. 2 nuts went down though for Willy Wonka's. Wow, Red Chalk, this is a car crash. Both in my cast and the middle.
I think Kaidos and Sam both got like a lot of space. Salt created a lot of space with his jump. Kaidos and Sam had like free damage pretty much. And then they got flanked. I think it was by Hildreth.
And he managed
no,
to...
not Hildreth, Sideshow. And yeah.
Did he get the frag onto 2 nuts?
I think he did.
I think he did. What am I paying you for here, Red Chuck? I need some certainty. Here comes 2 nuts, 3 chokies at a big uber disadvantage here, at least 50% between him and Boule. Now we see Decerto working their way forward towards the choke. He's going to buff up his players here. He's got all 3 heavies ready to push in here. They're going to lead with Poop Show, who jumps in and just smacks Kadis down there with a big rocket, but the uber doesn't come in time, and Poop Show will die. Or sorry, Hildreth gets dropped actually. Demo Man got dropped, and that was a little bit surprising there. No Demo Man in this push, and they didn't manage to get the medic. They did get Kadis down, so no Demo Man for either team right now. Red Chuck, do you think Wonka are going to try and muscle this one out, or will they just give up the point?
I think they're going to give up the point. They don't have position.
Coming in
there, I think Decerto are going back. Yeah, Decerto just left them the point.
Yeah, they don't seem confident about their health there. There's a soldier airborne. He's going to crater. That is Sideshow going down. Poop Show, I guess we'll have to call him. That must be the nickname he registered with ETF2L for the season. Damn you. There's a wave of red players rushing forward there. Kadis is going to jump in and spam stick. Hildreth has gone forward. Gets air shot by Nox.
Damn.
Just after we were criticising, or comparatively criticising, his soldier skills. He's bringing out the big moves there.
He forced 2 nuts, and I think that's just what he wanted to do.
You'd be happy with that, even though you got air shot.
I don't know. It's pretty embarrassing, but at least the Ubered, so
try and make these STV demos disappear.
Yeah, Decerto might push here.
Oh, it looks like they're going to just the pop. Zebasai going down, getting the force off, I guess you could say, but his team are in a position where they could get punished, but Decerto are going to just let off the gas here. They're going to slow it down a little bit and not go chasing after them. There's a soldier jumping up there trying to cap. That is Zoob. He's taking a lot of damage, and I think that's going to force Decerto to get out, Red Sock. They can't really push with that health and a man down as well. No scout there.
Yeah, they just lack the confidence in the push, like both now and when they pushed choke earlier. They don't know exactly when to push, and now I think, yeah, they're pushing Willy Wonka. Uber advantage.
Big Uber comes in. Soldier jumps up top. Kadis gets a frag onto Zoob, but there's the scout re-push from Decerto. Be enough to hold on here. They've made it into a 4-on-1 game. Sam's the only man alive. He's up top. He has been spotted as well. The element of surprise lost there. He's going to run away.
That just failed totally. They didn't know whether they want to go in on point or the medic or want to go back, and they just stood in the main and all took the same splash damage, and that just happened.
Yeah, it didn't look like the push of a Premiership contender, but it's still early in the day yet. There's only been 4 minutes played thus far. There's an Uber getting popped off by Boule, and there's Zebasai switching up to the sniper, gets a body shot onto Sheepy, and 1 scout down. That's going to be tough to cast. Look at this flank though.
Yeah.
There's a soldier in here. Is that Salt trying to get in and cut off the combo?
Yeah, but they got out. They got out.
There's Hildreth going down.
Did they?
Played an aggressive hold on me and tried to catch somebody off guard, but that's a real gamble. Just couldn't get the damage done. And they're just dropping like flies. There goes Poop Show, Zoob and Boule in quick succession. The spawns are about to come in, but it's too late. That's going to be 1-0 to Willy Wonka's. And
they just don't seem confident enough with their pushes. Like, they go in and then are like, we have 1 down, should we still go in? And they don't know what to do. They just stay in between to go in or go back, and they get caught off. Yeah,
caught in no man's land there. The indecision is just deadly in Team Fortress 2. They need to make a strong push or get a good position. There's another aggressive jump from Poopshow. He's straight onto Cadis. This seems to be his game, and he's trying to hit that jump on the last middle as well. But he's actually drawn a lot of eyes back here. This has allowed them to get position on the point here. All of Willy Wonkas are either on the low ground or just totally out of this mid fight. And that was actually a nice middle, all based off that aggressive skip jump there from Poopshow onto Cadis.
Yeah, but that like obvious skip jump just won the mid, created so much space. He could have killed Cadis, but he did enough damage just to win the mid.
Yeah, even if he wasn't able to actually get that frag, he just took him out of the middle effectively and allowed Hildreth to put down some solid damage. And Willy Wonka's going to block this as the blue combo of Decerto actually push up on Grey Bridge there. And they just sort of get danced around here by 2nuts and Nox. 2nuts pops off way after Boulet's Uber has faded. They have plenty of seconds of invulnerability here to convert into frags, but everybody from Decerto, almost everybody, survives. Zub's going to die on Spire there. The health is really weak from Decerto, but he actually did alright with that, managing to get 5 players out, and they'll actually have a little bit of an Uber advantage here, but it's not going to matter because
they just need to stay alive now and go back.
Coming in dry, there's a back half on.
Oh, that's huge.
Poopshow, after the big middle play, switches up, running that pain train, goes for the soldier back cap there, gets, and
they're not even trying to recap it, they're just giving it up. I think they could have, they had like time, but yeah, now it's too late.
Yeah, they were missing a scout there. Zebo did just respawn. Sam's going to go in and get a little bit of cap time on there, but he's seen the position of Decerto and relayed that. And look at Zebasai, he's not even going for the Spire, he's going straight into the house to try and draw eyes, the attention of these Decerto players. They know now there's a scout behind. Anybody that's dead and is going to respawn is at danger of getting spawned. And there's Hildreth getting dropped as they come through the lobby. The spam, the focus fire was just too much there for Boulay to react in time to save the medic, and after he dropped his demo man they really lost a lot of splash damage and area control. No one to zone those players out, they just jumped in and mauled them, and it's looking grim for Decerto here.
Yeah, that worked out horrible for them. They had both Uber advantage and men advantage, I think, because Zebo was behind them, like Zebo was on mid, and instead of pushing, they had like 20 advantage. Not only did they push late, they also lost Hildreth, and it was a train wreck.
Yeah, it's the second time that I can remember him getting dropped. At least here comes the bomb in from Poopshow. He's chasing down 2nuts, but Max Urer is too strong. He's going to survive on 30 HP. He's going to go pick up that med kit and regroup with his team on middle. He's also got an Uber advantage. That's the reason why Poopshow was jumping in there, to try and take that medic out and put his team back in the driving seat. But now they're forced into the defensive, and you can see a big volley push here, a resub push from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. They're going to lead with Nox here. He's found a soldier in lobby, but he himself has taken a lot of damage, and the Uber has come in from 2nuts there. Nox on half. There's Cadis coming in to join him up. He's going to get Furbo as well, but these Decerto guys should be looking for the exit as soon as that Uber was called out. They should have been out of there, but they've managed to lose 3, now 4 players off of the back of that Uber, and they're just not looking confident, are they?
Yeah, again, they're not just like indecisive. They don't know what to do exactly. Like they see this one down and one's blocking, and they're either going back or going in. Like some are going in. They don't know what to do.
They need you here to call, man. Hildreth out, Ret shotgun. We'll do a whisper cast with Hildreth. It's going to be a Valley rollout from Decerto. Zib waiting for his buff here as Pocket. Poopshow tries to do his little skip jump, but I think he didn't hit it as he'd intended that time. He's now just going to play the long con. There's Salt jumping in to get Sheepy though on the Valley. Hildreth has managed to pick up 2 there, and he's got revenge on Cadis. Only 2nuts and Nox remain alive, and they are both super weak. If Decerto choose to give chase here, they just killed Nox. They could have got 2nuts there, but he's starting to regen at a rapid rate now. He's up to half health.
Yeah, but they can still get last. If they do this fast enough, he won't get Uber.
If they have the confidence,
I'm not sure they are doing it. Yeah,
they could have pushed and got that medic.
They should start going last point now for main. They are a bit not so confident. Yeah, he's just checking stuff. But they're not going in. They won't make it in time. It's
These
fine.
guys,
it's Uber versus Uber.
They're like taking the scenic route, man. They're just like, yeah, this is beautiful. They're not interested at all in killing this medic. They're going to try and trade Ubers here. Zebasai is behind as well. Look at Zebasai. How did he get here? Zebo's on 25 HP. Nobody's looking for him. He started at the back half. There's a soldier here. And he killed his soldier with 25. No.
Sideshow.
Sideshow too strong. Bite once rated him a 6.3 today, maybe even a 7. gets that deny onto Zebo, and it's just turned into a real melee, absolute carnage in that top lobby. And oh, Cadis and Salt just holding on here. They got Hildreth, Sheepy and Furbo down there with some nice projectiles. And that
denies the soldier.
Oh, that's going to be just the finger in the dam there. It could have gone badly for them. It could have been a big flood there of Decerto players onto the Willy Wonkas last, but they've managed to hold on to things. And now...
That's a bad pick. Could block Spire now with one less scout. They should even Decerto.
Hildreth is putting sticky after sticky up there, and it's making it tough for Sam to cap. He's on to 50. He's going to have to back off. Here comes the charge though. Big Uber in, and it's about to be countered.
Yeah, they'll have it. They'll have it. They should block it. They should go back.
They're so far away. They're so far away, man. Why aren't they closer?
They went back.
Oh, they're scared. Now they're going to push in after the point has been capped. And the combo, the players you actually want to kill are quite far away. 2nuts is going to survive. Nox is going to jump in and basically give his life for the force. Now it's Cadis and 2nuts trying to hold off Hildreth there, but we get a little help from Zub, and Cadis goes down, and this 10 seconds, a window here to push on to last where there's no stickies.
Yeah, they have no medic. I'm not sure they will. Like, demos on house, they might try, but I don't know.
I'd be happy to roll the dice there, because you know the spawns are coming in. You can just push, suicide, respawn time to hold.
You could try, because like Spire is very hard to cap anyways. You could spawn and stall them just enough time to have the spawners coming to help Spire, but again, they just don't know exactly if they want to go in. Like, some of them did go in, trying to get a pick or something. They actually switched class, maybe that's why they got in.
Zebasai just has no respect for his opponents. He's standing there on the balcony with Samsey. They can definitely hear Hildreth putting up sticky after sticky, and he's like, I don't care, I'm just going to run out here, thinking he can be faster than Hildreth and make him look silly, but actually Hildreth hits the debt. Zebo goes down, and now they had an opportunity there with a scout, but they lost the scout, and that makes it much harder to cap Spire, so really they couldn't push off that.
Yeah, Zebo, I think Zebo wanted to die, he just switched to Spy. He gets like a crucial pick.
Or you think that was his plan, or is it the rage Spy? He's like, oh motherfucker.
Probably the rage Spy, but let's just give him credit.
He's working the long con here, man. He's come all the way around through house. He's now in position. Nobody's expecting a Spy here. He's going to go for the demo man pick. Hildreth throws up a Hollywood style death pose
already
there.
Aggressive. That's like very well played. Very well played by them.
Great timing off that.
They're getting back up. They're getting back up.
Uh-oh, times two. There's Medic and Soul. Boulet's going to go down,
that's
but
very nice.
Zub's
I didn't see that one coming.
I've got the outline plug-in, man, and I still missed it. Wow, I was too busy watching Zebo's big spy plays. I guess that wasn't one from the playbook. They didn't seem to have a plan for holding last there. But the aggression element of it worked well for Willy Wonkas, but they didn't have all the bases covered there. They got back cap. It's going to be 2-1 here as we go on to the fourth middle. Wonka's still in the lead, but it's being eroded. Watching Poopshow jump in onto Cadis again. Really, he's got a hard on for Cadis. He's trying to get him, but he's being protected by Nox. But meanwhile, Cadis and Nox aren't able to really help their flank players up on the middle here. And this is creating little opportunities for Decerto to exploit. They have managed to lose their medic though. Bully did go down. I think it was Salt who bombed in and got that. Poop Show was dancing around, and they really didn't manage to equalise that. Didn't get 2nuts. He was too well protected there in the valley with Cadis and Nox. There's Bully just starting to build again, so it's going to be pretty much a full Uber advantage here for Willy Wonkas. This could be a fast round, Red Shot.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if that was intentional, but I was watching Nox this mid, and he was watching. He was standing on the house, on the balcony there, and like they just kept trying to flank 2nuts, and he just got behind them every time. He just stood there, and just people kept going for 2nuts without watching Nox. He had easy rockets, easy damage, easy kills.
Yeah, it's a mastermind. Great position in there on that middle, but now we're going to see the Uber come in. There's a headshot from Sheepy up top. He's going to switch back to Scout after that free frag, but Decerto already find themselves 3 down, but so do Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Now it's just Cadis and Samsey. Cadis is up top right. He might be out here. He's got the ability. Hits a sticky onto Poopshow there, but cannot land a hit onto the Scout as Poopshow manages to take him down with the rocket at the same time. Mutually assured destruction there.
Yeah, it could be crucial because if Sideshow didn't die there, he could have helped him cap Spire now, maybe have like ×4 on that, but they just decided to back off. Probably the smartest thing to do.
A little bit of chat there. Furbo saying that the whitelist is outdated. I'm not entirely sure which unlocks are missing, but I'd be starting to prepare my application form for a default win here if I was Decerto. I'm not sure whose server this is. It's probably one of those ETF2L servers that aren't even up to date with this season's config or whitelist. Just throwing that one out there. It did happen before in the pre-season playoffs, but right now, again, it is Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory preparing to push on to last. Both teams with that Uber charge. Although, ooh, Willy's a few % off. He does get it just in time, but already lost Zub there. Samsy pistoling him down as he tried to escape.
Is hiding behind him. He might. They should go in. Willy Wonka.
The big ninja blade doesn't pay off. He's gone down there. But the rest of his team are rushing the point, and there's just not enough damage up right now for Decerto to be able to stop that. Really lacking the splash damage there after they lost those players early.
There are already tons of entrances to go into this point. Like, they all need to watch all of them, and then just Kaidos comes behind you, so that's just another one to watch. And that was just too many for them.
You need eyes in the back of their heads here as we go on to the 5th middle, 3-1 right now for Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. And 16 minutes have been played. We're seeing Sheepy try and deny Salt this time, but it's a much more methodical valley push from Willy Wonka's. Nox jumps in, and Cadis goes down now to the bomb in there. This is looking sketchy again for Willy Wonka's, but Nox and 2nuts are doing a great job at surviving and staying alive. They're going to be able to get out here. And again, I feel that's a situation where if Decerto had that killer instinct, they could have just pushed there and turned it into a full wipe.
2nuts was like 30 to 40 health, and Sheepy was about to jump, and he just backed off. Like, they're playing it safe, which is fine, I guess, but if you take these chances and you manage to actually get the medic and get the situation, that's really worth it.
Yeah, like if you imagine these two teams were playing a mirror image game, playing the same style, the same strategy, whatever, you would expect that Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory would win because they have the superior players, but like, the sort of playing a solid game probably isn't going to win them. They need to take some risks or some sort of calculator. There's Uber coming in though. Cadis goes down again, gets focused down by Zub. The Uber comes in, and after this fades, there's going to be a big Demo Man advantage here. Hildreth has an opportunity to rain down stickies here and control ground. There's a scout in from behind though. You know it's Zebasai. He's on to Bully, but he can't land the fatal
that's so
blow.
lucky.
8 HP he had there, man. What?
That's so lucky.
Soldier comes in behind, he's going to finish off Zebo's work. Salt gets the clean up, having got Pip Show in the house there. And Zebo did enough damage there that his team were able to act off it, even if he wasn't able to make some frag reel material there himself. You wouldn't really put that one in the frag wheel, would you? That you almost killed the medic and then your roamer came in and stole it? You'd have to be pretty short of material for that, right?
Yeah, I think Kaidos sort of overextended. I don't know if you can call that overextension. Maybe it was a miscommunication because he just got really aggressive. Maybe he thought he could get a pick there. I don't know, but he just got picked off, and then was an easy push for Decerto.
Yeah, not many people know that you're also one of the greatest medics of all time, Red Chuck, but there's always those moments when you're holding around Choke where you're trying to buff up your team and one of your players thinks it's time to push and you're buffing people as they're pushing.
Yeah.
And that's how drops happen. I don't know, I've never dropped a player in my life, but I've heard that from other people. There's a headshot.
Never dropped one.
There's a headshot from Sheepy onto Nox. Zebasai's going to find Poop Show in the house as well, and he's constantly pushing that house. Zebo does not like Spire at all. He's always going in there trying to make plays and catch people off. Here, he's going to find Hildreth as well.
Oh, that's nice.
He doesn't get the frag.
He wins one
denied.
Shot. Yeah, but they started giving them like so much respect, if that's how you want to call it. Like they were holding Spire in their choke.
Oh. Hildreth gets
trap.
Yeah, he got played out there. And a sticky trap he tried to pull off himself previously and got destroyed, but he led the way there. Didn't check the stickies, or didn't do a good job of checking them anyway. And managed to play Minesweeper there, clearing that out and probably allowing 2nuts enough time to get this charge up. Here comes Uber though, they're going to push without the Demo Man. They have that frag onto Zebo. Uber's traded up top, and now Boulet's getting body block. He's getting body block knocks! And 2nuts with the sick body block there, denying the French medic. He could have turned around and dropped out, but he tried to squeeze his way in there. I know French people are generally well lubricated, but he couldn't fit between those two players. And he's gone down. And this is exactly what Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory wanted. A field push there from Decerto will allow them to move out onto Spire, but Sheepy was sniping before and they have to be expecting that. He's been called. Zebo straight in there with the 2-shot sniper down. And
Never
that
go
is some
Spire, always the kills. That's
great
much more
communication.
important.
Yeah, man, he's making it happen. He's already in. He's just like constantly moving forward, and this is why he's catching people off guard. No one realizes Zebo's underneath because nobody's been watching Valley. He goes in and gets air sticky there by Hildreth, but the bombing comes in almost immediately from Salt or Cadis that was to follow up.
There's a backup. They should go back. And
Is
they
it
lost
Pipcho
two. That's
again?
a horrible push from them.
Pipcho with the big pain train. He's gonna get
And the
pistol
big
down, but
lag.
he bought a lot of time though.
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed actually. He's got plus 100 ping there. Over 100.
Yeah, he had a huge lag. They should have pushed earlier. They're pushing now. They lost both Soldier and Demo. Something's wrong happening with these Ubers.
Decerto finding themselves 3 men down here. As, 3 or 4 red players work their way onto that middle point. Pipcho's respawned and he is spamming rockets, but he doesn't look confident here. He's not going to challenge. They're going to move on to choke. Will their spawns come in time? Yeah, there's 2. It's going to be Hildreth and Zub. They're in the game here. They might choose to hold close, but again, they don't seem too confident in what they're doing. Now the buffs are coming in, things are going to stabilize a little bit. They're going to try and find the picks in the house. They're buffing Pipcho here. See who they can find there. Salt potentially could go down, but he's got the power of the
Yeah,
men.
but they have no disadvantage. They should go back. They can't hold that forward. Should know that. Or do they?
Oh, looks like it's going to be a house push here, bringing bodies in to try and get those
They're not
frags on
using
the
that
flank.
advantage. Yeah, they had like a 35 advantage. Willy Wonka.
Decerto
they
reacted
didn't
well
know.
there, man. They just totally evacuated the flank there, managed to get out. But right now, Pipcho is in the house and he's in danger of getting picked off here. Look at Willy Wonka, just realising that they've been spotted out there on the resup side, decided to go back, try and deal with Pipcho. And
Yeah, Zebasai's again behind them. On bottom
What?
now. He always gets somehow behind
I'm
them.
just going to spec Zebasai for the rest of the game. No point in specting anyone else. He is where the action is.
It's interesting to see, like, I think they should push and have like Zebo shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do the Soldier.
It seemed to be a little bit of a miscommunication there, perhaps. Salt was trying to go in to assist Zebasai, who was behind, but they were a little bit out of sync there. Zebasai still behind, Salt's gone down. He's going to respawn in time to help defend middle at least. Under a little bit of pressure here. And this scout is doing work. That's Furbo up there on the terrain, really denying Cadis and any of those soldiers from Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory of getting forward and sort of bombing in on the blue choke there. Furbo with the big holds as they just sort of snail pushed onto middle there, got in slowly but surely, and now they're showing some aggression, jumping in here to try and get the frags at resup. And this is the Decerto I want to see.
Yeah, and they're playing much more confident. I'm just gonna use that word more and more because I think that's actually Kaidos just totally denies them and knocks behind. And they got sandwiched from both second resup and main. They might have a backup. No. Can't get it.
Pipcho's in there with his pain train in the house, but he's just been denied by Zebo. And really, maybe a little bit of right at that point,
excited.
Decerto weren't expecting
Over-enthusiasm.
Willy Wonka's push, and that's why their push worked. Because they were thinking, yeah, we've just managed to take the Spire here, it's going to go into a little bit of a stalemate, there'll be a little bit of downtime, but Willy Wonkas were just like, nope, we're going to push, hit you from resup, hit you from balcony, hit you from main, and they just didn't see it coming. They weren't prepared, they didn't have the intelligence and anticipation that Byte demands. Intelipation? I think we've made a new word.
And telepation, they didn't have it.
Really coming up short on the intelipation. Oh, but look at this.
Just totally outplaying Kaidos there.
Willy Wonkas are just very aggressive and...
But no, both teams are playing like so messy. Like the pushes, they're going in and then they're like, oh, this just doesn't work, and they're going back too late and they get caught out.
But Wonkas seem like overconfident. They're always going in with these pushes onto last or pushes anywhere really, and really sort of overcommitting and then looking surprised when the frags haven't come in, then getting punished. But there's usually like one big play, either Zebasai going behind or maybe Salt coming in for a bomb. Somebody does something huge and they manage to hold on and not actually lose a round because of it. And that's not really a strategy or a tactic, that's just the strength of their roster that they have these players who can make big plays. So not really textbook TF2, but an entertaining game, I have to say. Salt's going to peek onto the little balcony there and pick up the kit, but most of his team, the combo, are trying to poke their way in on choke here. But right now they're winning 3-1 and there's only 5 minutes left. We play to the clock here in ETF2L. And right now, I think Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory would be very much within their rights to just park the bus, right, Chuck?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they had advantage, and I think they knew they had advantage. They were about to push, and probably Nox just said, hold on, I'm winning.
Oh wow, Zebasai takes on a great engagement there. He knows there's soldiers in the house and he just says, I'm going to run through the door at 100, like the most narrow area in the whole map, and thinks he can take down a soldier. Maybe he thought he was going to get Ubered there, but I love him for taking that battle on. Meanwhile, the rest of his team absolutely decimated Decerto and managed to take out 4 players. But no thanks to Zebasai.
Yeah, the medic died and Scout ult died probably as well.
Zeb was messaged me on Steam at some point as well. He says, okay, I'm playing fucking horrible. Nothing is working for me. So don't quote me on that shit. He's talking about that 9k on Badlands. I don't think he's going to hit that this time.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, Sky comes from behind. Salt hits him with the second rocket. Air shot onto Furbo. Denied. Smashed into the ground. Zebo meanwhile takes down Cheapy. And Samsy is also doing work there. But 2Nuts has just gone down there. A big bomb in from Zub, but this could be dead time unless Decerto can really get some momentum going. But with only 2 players up right now and they find themselves defending last, that's a big ask.
And Zebo just suicides on the soldier.
Will he respawn as sniper? Will he respawn as spy? Moment of truth. Oh, sniper!
Yeah, he should play sniper. They should play passive with the sniper.
Decerto pushing! Decerto just going to push because they know they're so far behind, but Salt with big rockets there. No shotgun required.
Both the soldiers, and then
takes out Hildreth and takes out Zub. 2Nuts actually goes down to Sheep. Though, as it looked like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory might have been able to put a final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, that should have been their GG. Cosmetic.
The GG push.
G push, yeah.
Cadis gets Furbo to stick. He tries to hit the poop show with a pipe. Actually lands it, but it's not enough to take him down. A lolling here. Furbo also with the smiley faces in chat. But this game is all but over. It's just turning into a little bit of soap deathmatch here as we wait for the next map, which will be Gullywash, I understand. This is week 2 of ETF2L Season 16, powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership Division. We've just watched Badland. Still 2 minutes left. I'm not going to call it yet, but we will be going to Gullywash. Just stay with us here, folks. This is Team Fortress TV's coverage with myself, Admirable, Retshock, and John doing the thankless task of cameraman. There's still action going on here though, Retshock. Maybe I should talk about that.
Yeah, a lot of action. They're just like you said, pretty much deathmatch.
Body shot!
Server now.
Zebasai is trying to pad his sniper stats for the season here, hoping Gentleman John will read these logs later. Oh, headshot
wow.
onto the medic.
I've seen that.
Put that in the frag maybe. Oh, there's Cadis getting dropped. 2Nuts and Nogs come in. This could be the GG push. There's stickies on the point. They're going to get shot off there by Samsy, and he and 2Nuts will claim that last cap. Winning capture, 2Nuts and Smizzy. There are the GGs. Samsy's saying 1 minute 30 left. He wants another round. He's hungry, man. He wants to
that's not nice. That's not
prove
nice,
his trash talk, right? Told
that's
you yesterday.
Not nice, Sam.
Wow.
Not cool.
Oh, there's the big bomb in from Cadis. He's bringing out the pickup double jump there. I think it was the 2 sticky jump all the way around into the rolling out enemy team. Jumps onto the little bridge.
You can say it worked. He got 2 kills. 2 kills.
Just showboating here for the cast, for the fans. We're loving it.
Definitely worked. Could get another round.
Man, we're going to see everybody doing this in TF2 lobby and TF2pickup.net for the next few weeks. They'll be like, Cadis did it. It's a legitimate strategy. Zebasai hiding up top here. He's going to find a spy. 3 shots onto Furbo. Now he's going to back off. But is he going to cap? He's going to run bottom right, find a sniper. He's about to get cookeried though. Sheepy hits him with a body shot.
What capping means.
Whips out the blade. And Zeb was messaging me as well. He's saying, oh, let's do up on Gully. He's going to maintain his promise of 9k damage, but he says this time it's going to be on Gullywash. Right now though, we're into the last 10 seconds of this game, and Samsy's going in on to Hildreth, gets the demo man. There's the big backstab from Furbo, and also just a blade in between the ribs there onto Salt.
Man, that's really nice.
Furbo going huge.
It's one for beaters after season frag movies.
I think that's a moment of glory right there. X-Time, Lucky Luke, get this demo.
Frag read material, he even knows it as well.
Right now, I think I'm going to ask you, Red Chuck, maybe the game wasn't really of a sufficient standard, but who impressed you there? Who was your man of the match?
I think Salt surprised me because I'm going to be a bit mean and said never thought of him to be a good solid Prem soldier. Yeah, I didn't rate him as a Prem soldier, but he had some nice bombs there. He had some crucial picks on lobby on that third round last push, I think. He did well. He played well. I'm gonna give it to him.
I thought Two Nuts played pretty well, considering his team were sort of going full retard most of the time with a lot of bizarre pushes. I think he nearly had 100 points at the end of the round, or the end of the 30 minutes. Zebasai probably gets the wooden spin award. Yeah, sorry.
You just swing your mouse and hope you hit someone to heal.
I liked Sideshow's back cap as well. That was pretty decent. The only round they got, right?
Yeah, Sideshow also played very well on mids.
Poop Show, I mean, sorry. Poop Show is his new official name. Maybe it's a tribute to Poop, I don't know. But we're going to Gullywash right now, and Zebo, he's pretty confident it's going to be good. He's saying it's going to be 9k damage for him on Scout, so I guess that means that Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory are going to win this map as well. It would be surprising if he got 9k damage on Scout and his team lost, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think they will win. He won't get 9k though. I'm going to call it.
I'm going to sneak a peek at TF2 logs here, man, and see what exactly did happen in that last game. Maybe John is going to get them up on the screen. Maybe he has them up already because he's just such a badass streamer. But yes, I have found it. I'll put it in chat for all those lovely people on Twitch. I'll even send it to John and Rich, and we'll talk about the figure. So I jumped straight in, sorted by damage. You got Cadis up there, hitting 364 damage per minute, pretty decent. That's 11k over the 30 minutes that the map was played, although the pause probably accounts for it being slightly longer there. Nox on 9k. I'm trying to find Zebo here in the 9ks, but you know, he's not there. He's down there on 69. That's an impressive damage number. 69, dude.
You should be proud of that.
Yeah, that's an achievement in itself. So he's about 2k off his self-imposed target there. Let's see how he did on Sniper as well. Played Sniper. 5 frags. 1,000 damage. Not good enough, man. Not to Veek levels. I'm going to compare him to Sheepy's performance on Sniper, if I can get this goddamn rollover thing to work. Oh, yeah. Sheepy, 1,400.
Yeah, Sheepy did more.
Yep, more. Official Zebasai sucks. And looking at the medic performances as well, Two Nuts survived a lot. That's why he had almost 100 points there. Only 7 deaths. Half the deaths of his opposite number, Boule. Good protection there from Nox. You point out that particular play in Valley, where Nox was basically just standing like a sentinel up top, waiting for people to jump in onto Two Nuts and cleaning them up.
Yeah, he just sort of flanked whoever flanked Two Nuts pretty much.